Oh.
3, 2, 1. S.O.L.E Fever Radio. We're going to get started before we do a whole show without being recorded. This is episode whatever it says at the bottom of the screen. I'm your host, K-Mac.
I'm Kurante Best, a.k.a. Lace Lord.
You could have said it with a little more enthusiasm because I just said mine was so, you should.
Like, I'm sorry, why you laugh?
I'll do that first. No, we're not going to start over, though. Here we go. S.O.L.E Fever Radio, K-Max. Okay, I feel corny. Let's keep going. We got a guest in here, so we're going to keep it going with you. How you doing?
I'm fine.
And your name is?
Jurlonna Walker.
Jurlonna Walker. You can see, follow Your Breadcrumbs, author of the best-selling book. How many pages in this book?
Wow, that's a good question, K-Mac. Let's look at it.
It's your book. I would think that you would know first and foremost.
We got 76 pages
76
in there.
pages, because when I felt it, I said, I can read this.
Yes.
This is a quick read. I like quick reads, you know, something I can get to it. And when I say to you, my favorite chapter is chapter 2, you can say, wow, he's halfway through this book. I'm glad he's really dedicated to my book, you know.
I got you. You're talking about halfway through, huh?
Halfway through. I like audiobooks. That's where this all came about, to tell you the truth. I'm always in the car. So, and if reading puts me to sleep, so something like I'm really bad at bedtime stories with my daughter because I'm going to fall asleep before she does, or just something like that. But I like audiobooks. Yeah. And the audiobooks, I can hear it. So I say I'm going to start from audio and then let somebody else type that stuff and, let them type it out. It can be written down. It can be in a book.
Yeah, so pretty much.
So my title would be Eventually. What about you, Kurante? What would be the name of your book?
You say Eventually?
Eventually.
Okay, that's the name of the title. Okay.
Eventually it became a book.
I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, gotcha.
What about you, Kurante?
I guess Soul Searching.
Soul Searching.
S.O.L.E though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a time in my life when I would have approached Kurante and be like, hey, yo, I think I need a cut of that. He knows what I mean because I was walking around like anybody with the word soul, mine's an acronym, damn it. You will not take this away from me. I'll turn it into something else. I'll turn it into 4 words. S-O-L-E. Okay, make sure I didn't have. We're talking about.
He's trying to count the dots in between.
You over here counting.
What I did, I can't read that from here. Easy.
So. Let me tell you about Follow Your Breadcrumbs.
Let's talk about Follow Your Breadcrumbs.
Yes. So basically, this book is about individuals trying to find their purpose and what their passions are. And so the breadcrumbs represents revelation. It represents experiences and different things in your life to really dictate or kind of show you exactly the trail or the path that you're supposed to be on. And so basically it's from, it's 3 main perspectives. It's from ourselves. It's from, trying to figure out who do you say who you are. And then also from others' perspective. Well, who do others say you are? And some people might say they don't even care what other people think, but to a certain degree, it kind of holds some kind of weight because that's what you project out there. And then the third thing is the creator's perspective. So in the book, I talk about how, if you have an Apple iPhone here, like I have one right here, if you have an Apple iPhone, you would not go to Samsung to find out, oh my goodness, how do you work this Apple iPhone? You go to the creator. So that's what the 3 perspectives is about in the book. And so I give you those tools. I use it on myself to find, what I'm called to do or what I'm driven to do and what my passions are, and also used it with my life coaching clients as well.
I like that. Give us these 3 steps. You said the 3.
The 3 steps. So it's basically identifying who you are and basically, what I've been. Basically, it's a song. But anyways, so basically finding out who you are.
Fact check the basically.
Right.
Song,
what is basically? So say who you are. Like, what do you like? What do you enjoy? What, do you say you're a speaker? Do you say you this? What you can't stand? What are some of your pet peeves? It's just kind of getting more, kind of like an identity check. And the second perspective is others' perspective. So what I did for myself was I gave interview questions to a person that I was working with at the time, a friend, a family member, and even someone, in the field of what I do or whatever. I gave them in 3 different circles. I gave them this questionnaire for them to answer the questions about myself, and they got to figure out. Not figure out. I told them to be brutally honest. Do not sugarcoat. Some people be trying to make you feel good. I don't know if anybody try to make you feel good, but
yeah,
I mean, you say, hey, am I?
I have a select few people that make me feel good, and I think they charge themselves with that. Like somebody needs to say hello to him. hey Kevin, you want something from McDonald's? Just asking me that make me feel, thanks, man. No, I don't have. Oh, you gonna get it for me, man? When somebody swipes their card for me at McDonald's, for a quick McDonald's run, thanks, man.
Really, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going. Tangent.
I see.
That's what that meant when he holds that up. He wants me to stop talking. Go ahead.
No. So it's about
second step. We go to the second step.
Yeah,
right?
we're on the second step.
Let's go to the second step.
So the second step is really, just saying, hey, do I come to work or do I show up at events or show up at meetings on time? Am I the first person to be there? Or am I the type of person that I trust my kids with you? Or nah, dog, I don't trust nobody with you. Just really see how do they see you?
Check up from the neck up.
Exactly.
I guess.
No, there's only one person that's going to watch this, and he's going to be like, "Yep, this is you. Thanks, Nick." That's his quote. He lets you know, check up from the neck up before you come to work. Well, you come in front of anybody, check up from the neck up. Like, what's this look like? And are you bright? Because see, I'm pretty hairy. We know that's
Very
determined.
hairy.
So I can't just be hairy and mad. I got to be hairy and happy.
Yes.
Happily hairy.
Okay.
That don't sound right. Okay, so the third step is basically just spending some time with the creator. Just okay, God, okay, this is who I am, or this is who I say I am, but is it really who I am? Or why did you form me? Why did you create me? And so, is when you put all those three perspectives together, it's kind of like a roadmap of showing you okay, this is the direction I need to be moving in. This is where I can maximize. This is where I need to cut back on. I need to minimize that because it's not bringing any value to my life.
And this can be used in any type of industry or any type of profession.
Most definitely. Matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm getting ready to come out with a high school version. So for high school students, for college students, for business, entrepreneurs, especially the college students that are in transitioning out. Really, this book is really made for individuals that are in transitional phases because who goes to college? Okay, I'm going to be really transparent. Okay, so we go to college because that's what the world said we're supposed to do, right? America, we go to college, yay! And we have so much fun.
Right.
And then your senior year, you be like, wait a minute, what's my major again? What kind of jobs? Your senior year, you're like, really? You just wasted all that money. So imagine if you could have this book before you make any life-changing decisions. So before you even go to college.
That's what's up.
Because you might not even need to go to college. I mean, when you start talking about millionaires, a lot of them didn't even go to college or they even dropped out. And I'm not condoning all that. But what is it for you?
Well, why do people do that? I'm not suggesting for you not to. Why, if you're going to be gung-ho about not going to college, be gung-ho. Because I really wish people were gung-ho with me, because I used to do the morning announcements. I would do it radio in high school.
Yeah.
Did I really have to go do all this to be right back in front of a microphone?
See, at the end of the day, you need to know what your purpose is. So, for example,
I think the answer is yes, though. I'm an advocate for college.
Yeah, and so
it was a 4-year vacation for me. Most people will rack up $12,000 in loan on a car or some rims or some, back or some credit cards. I said, let me rack up this money for this vacation. I got a room and board, a hot meal, 3 hots in the cottage. They said, I was there, and these care packages used to come in from all the churches. Shout out Mount Olive. They used to take care of me. Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay.
Well, huh?
I had to give a little shout out real quick, but nah, those families that we're going to Walmart. You want to come with us? I'm not going to say no. That was college. But you said college, and it was all about survival. So I have to say this before we go. You remind me of Freddie from a different world.
Just because I got big hair.
And the color that is, too.
Yeah, gotcha.
But she probably was the same free spirit if Freddie was in college with us.
Yeah.
That spirit that she had, that she represented on the show, you have that spirit now.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, what made you, did you ask these 3 questions of yourself at some point?
Oh, yeah.
And yourself said to you,
this is the deal. Yeah, I had so many, man, let me tell you something. I used to go from, by the time I'm not going to say my age. Okay, I can say my age. I'm 38 years old. So by the time I was probably 20, I probably had over 10 jobs. And so with those 10 jobs, I got tired. I mean, it was boring. I mean, it was exciting the first week or whatever, maybe the second week. But then finally I got to this one particular position and I said, you know what? This sucks. I didn't, this is not living. This is not life. Keep on going to these jobs, a new job. And it'd be really fat jobs too, like director of this.
You just told your age, you said fat jobs.
Oh, sorry.
H-A-T.
Let them know. Can we fact check fat?
Fat.
Fat.
P-H-A-T.
Fact or fact?
Fact.
Well, there's a fact too.
Fat job means that, you got a nice title, you got nice benefits and all that kind of stuff. Might be nice cash flow. I mean, not cash flow, but nice, nice
cash.
Cash, period, right.
Cream.
Yes. So, but I got...
She's right.
See,
right.
I had... women always right. But, so at the end of the day, I kept moving there. But, at the end of the day, I was just like, this sucks. And what's the common denominator? And the common denominator was me. And I was like, okay, I need to figure something out because I don't want to go to the next job and be like, okay, well, this is nice. This looks good on the resume. And it was just lifeless, So finally, I had to do this on myself. I had to say, okay, look, what do I love to do? What do I like doing? And to be honest with you, I didn't even know the answers to those questions. And so I had to start really digging in deeper. That's when I started creating the questionnaire for the other people, the interview questions.
How long ago was this? What year was this?
This was probably 2009, 2010.
Man, something about that year.
Yes.
That was the year S.O.L.E Fever was founded, 2009.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got a history lesson about that later on. Keep going though.
Gotcha. So I started discovering, and then I went to this social work program, and so I went to the social work program, and they had an open house, and I remember he was showing these entrepreneurs, like social entrepreneurs, like this lady was jogging in Chicago City, and the homeless was like, oh man, I want to start jogging with her, and so she started creating. Matter of fact, she started giving them all tennis shoes. Wow. And then next thing you know, she started creating jobs. Like they started going, to a job or either creating jobs for them. Mm-hmm. And so then I saw this guy. He gave another presentation about this guy who was from a particular country out of Africa, and he, noticed that when he was over here, that he was working in the hotel industry, and he noticed when he was over here, we was wasting a lot of soap. So when we washed with the soap in the hotels, they throw it away. And guess what he did?
He recycled the soap.
Yes, because the people over there dying from, all those different diseases and viruses. And so that he said, guess what? All these people in here, he said, they're not even social work students. They're about, they're social entrepreneurs. And that right there told me, you know what? I'm going to walk out of here, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's when I realized that life coaching is one of those things that I'm born to do.
Yeah, you bet. It says ask about questionnaire.
Okay, so actually it's it's 3 questionnaires in here in this book, and so each perspective or each evaluation has a questionnaire. Mm-hmm. And so within the book here, regarding the one about yourself, my perspective, I talk about what are your likes and dislikes, what makes you laugh. So you ever caught yourself laughing? No, seriously, you look at me now. You said all the time.
I laugh a lot.
And you be like, what did I laugh about? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I know it sounds a little corny.
I like to laugh for a purpose, though.
I used to be laughing and just be like, okay.
People thought something was wrong with me because I was always smiling. Like, what you smiling for? I'm like, I didn't know I was smiling.
I don't want to be mean.
Right.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Kind of happy. Like.
But I don't know about men, but for women, especially at a young age, sometimes
for all women.
Yes, I speak for all women. But sometimes, you said what?
Hey, no, you better leave it alone. That's why I made the disclaimer. She is speaking for all women. I'm not speaking for all women. Kurante, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What'd you say no about? What was the no about?
I said, oh.
Oh, you said oh. I thought you said no.
I called it.
Oh, no. Oh, and no sounds the same. Sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, so, but I don't even know what I was getting ready to say.
Questionnaire.
Yeah, the questionnaire. So basically what happened was I couldn't answer the questions because of previous relationships I used to be in. I used to really wrap myself in those relationships, and I became that person. So you ever met a person or you used to date or back in the day, and you be like, oh, I like this, and you be like, the person might say, oh, I like that too.
They call the X.
Right. You said X. Yeah, they're X now, right?
Yeah.
So exactly. And so I didn't know who I was because I started conforming to other individuals. And so that's the reason why in the assessment I talk about you got to catch yourself laughing. You got to catch yourself. Because some people, when I do coaching with them, some of them don't even know the answers to it. And the reason why is because they conformed. And they could have conformed younger, when they was younger. They could have conformed when they was in abusive relationships or even regular relationships, whatever the case may be. But some people, especially as women, we think we have to become that person. We actually have to be an individual ourselves. Mm-hmm. So we have to be whole and, all together to a certain degree. And that's kind of like a terminology you got to use wisely. But you got to, be who you are So you be able to know, so people can be able to identify who you are.
And I think socially, that's why, college is a good experience,
Yeah.
I mean, even though we spend all that money, you become a man and a woman during those stages in life, like from 17 to 21, 22, 30, whatever. But, you find yourself, through dealing with people of your age without all the, I had to go back a certain time for my mom, you really being you and finding you during those years.
And college is huge. Please don't take it the wrong way what I said earlier, because I have about 50 million degrees. And so, but my thing.
Million.
I mean, you name it. I got a degree in psychology, an MBA.
Keep going.
I got certification. I'm a certified health coach. So at the end of the day, my thing is, because we find a lot of people, because I used to work in the college arena a lot. I've worked in the college arena for over 9 years. And so what happens is you find a lot of people there that's just there for socialism. That's the, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can take some other examples. If you just getting that, you can go travel the world. I mean, there's some people that I know that travel the world to find themselves. It's not necessary. So I don't want to, college is a very important tool, but as long as you can use it right. Some people don't use it right. So that's why it's a waste sometimes when you don't use it right. So,
Okay, yeah, I like that, right? So what college did you attend, by the way?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. The North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Trash.
Aggie, pride, whatever. Got a hater over here, but I know all my Aggies. We have so much love, and that's the reason why people hate, because we shower with love.
Look, I'm not gonna like condone it, because I do support Aggies, and my wife has a degree from A&T as well.
That's right.
So, but she also has her first love, which is Fayetteville State University, which happens to be this guy's alma mater.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was just playing about A&T thing.
And happens to be my alma mater, and attitude check.
Bronco pride.
You took too long.
I know, listen.
I wasn't. I mean,
you wasn't ready.
I love my college, but
Right.
We're gonna edit. We're gonna edit that, and we're gonna
like
bring it
Bronco
in.
Right, whatever.
It's gonna like it came in right on time. You say that to an Aggie, they be like Aggie,
Right. Man, let me tell you.
You didn't even ask them. They was like, what? Wait.
I'm not even
I'm
trying
too
to
chill
quote,
for
but
that.
like when we in the airport and just let one person have on some Aggie Nelia, and then like everybody, the whole terminal just coming out. Terminal.
See, that's the A&T coming out.
Aggie terms.
Whatever. I get excited and I just start talking. Somebody's.
Hey, I'll do a hashtag called Aggie terms. All right.
So back to the questionnaire.
Yeah. Keeping us on
And
track.
so
Thanks,
the
Zach.
biggest thing is that was the purpose of that first questionnaire or the assessment tool regarding my perspective, which is your perspective of yourself. And so the second one is these questions, and the questions. I gotta say the questions. It's pretty cool. It's pretty hot. Y'all want to know how hot?
While you're
they
looking
are.
for the questions, shout out to HBCUs. Zach, you're probably gonna be going to HBCU soon. You was at Coachella. You done heard about Coachella. He's like, yo, I gotta go check this out. I gotta go check this out. I can see Zach in the marching band, just
Hell yeah. I got a homie at A&T.
Yeah. Hey, everybody got homies at A&T.
That's right.
The drummer, he's the only white kid.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Hey.
had the Aggies. Well, we deep everywhere. Doesn't matter what race you're in.
Race you are, I think.
Yes, right. Race you are. I'm hyped. Let me tell you.
What race you?
Race you in.
Hashtag Aggie terms.
That's a good one.
Hey,
You know what? I have a disclaimer to say. So anything past noon, I get a little, sleepy.
There is no time of day in this place. No one knows
Right.
where we are either, by the way.
Right.
Or what day it is.
Right.
So
So-
give her some. Oh my gosh, she's about to blow it. Let's sweat my tea.
But from 5 in
Out
the
of that
morning
red
till
cup with a K on it.
This stands for Kevin, first of all.
oh my
Nah, it
goodness,
stands for
Shout out to my
Kurante.
sitting here drinking with
It's
a
my
teacup.
cup, bro. Like you just have to have the same letter. We're not going to fight for the
teacup.
yeah.
A red cup with a K on
I
it.
know the color. Shout out. It was a what's that called? Secret Santa gift. Shout out Faith. Faith got it.
You
from
sound so masculine.
I mean, it was. It came with it. It was
Cute.
like, cause my wife asked me like, who gave you this cup? I was like, oh, shit.
A Kappa.
Secret Santa. No, it does not stand for Kappa. It stands for what the hell I think it stands for. And I think it stands for Kevin.
Who likes
Kevin.
red?
I can't even drink this.
So
back to the questionnaire.
Yes, back to the questionnaire. So basically, these are some of the interview questions that I send out to people about, so they can answer these questions. Is what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What does everyone know me about? Know about me? What can I be counted on for? What can I never be counted on for? And pretty much, is there anything else that you would like to?
Let's go slower. Let's go back. We're about to do the questionnaire.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
All right.
Kurante, answer the question.
Yeah, so this is good for Kevin. Yes. So tell him what's he good for. Like, what is his strengths right now? Like, tell me, what do you think his strengths are?
Talking.
Wait a minute.
Talking. All right.
How am I still involved in this questionnaire? I thought I was talking to him. I ain't gonna talk to him about me.
Okay. Tell me, what is his weaknesses?
Not talking.
That's a good one. I'm sorry, I'm all loud. Okay. So what does everyone know about Kevin?
That he talks.
Well, we see a common theme here. And what can Kevin be counted on for?
Talking.
Y'all a mess. Okay, what can he never be counted on for?
Not talking.
This is a common theme. Okay.
Hey, run it up.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell Kevin?
Just keep talking, bro. Keep talking. It's taking you places, bro.
It's taking you places.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, and see, this is easy because this is, see, can I ask you a question, Kevin?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So what are some of those breadcrumbs in your life, growing up from, when you were younger up until now that you could say, hey, those were breadcrumbs in my life that kind of predicted where I am today?
That'd be good. Breadcrumbs that I can go and follow.
Experiences, revelations, yes.
I don't want to tell you.
You can't even focus.
It's like a timer in my head. Like, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. You would have said too much. All right, so.
Remember, that's your strength.
He doesn't want to talk now.
I don't like.
Just keep talking,
what do you
bro.
think they are? What do you think they are, Kurante?
What?
My breadcrumbs.
From growing up. He was with you when you was younger?
No, but I was going to have him assume he was going to pretend. All right, anyway, from growing up, give me a year.
1973.
I wasn't here yet.
Okay, 1999.
All right, 99. 99 means to me was graduation from the final high school, meaning I went to several, had to figure it out. Finally got the one that said, hey, you can stay here. And shout out to Crossland High School, Temple Hills family. And it was all about go hard, Cavaliers. We were good at something. I don't know if it was football or basketball. I don't think we won too much, but we were good. We were good friends, and it was good times. And it was like, man, this is going down.
Okay.
Well, I had friends from other high schools that I journeyed to throughout the time, and we had this good idea, like, hey, let's have a party, a graduation bash. Now, my mom, I love my mom. She planned a cookout. Well, the cookout was in the backyard and everything. I said, well, so after the cookout, can I have a party? And she was like, sure. I don't see why not. Maybe some of your friends can come to the cookout. I'll see what we can do. So we get back to the friends and we like bond up and like, hey, this is what we do. We're gonna go to at this time it was the USA Arena. It's torn down, but it's where the Bullets used to play. And we stood outside of every high school graduation and passed out flyers with directions from how to get to my house from USA Arena. It made sense at the time. Fast forward to that night, I got my man Bilal. Shout out my man Bilal, my man Terry, best friend Terry, everybody.
Music Bilal?
Nah, not that.
Oh, I was like, dog. Okay.
Not
Soul
that
sister.
I got excited.
Look, he was before that Bilal, though. He been Bilal since, he the first Bilal anyway.
Okay.
He was on parking lot ministry because there was a school in, like, you could hop my fence and there was a school parking lot.
Okay.
So, of course, it's like Saturday or something, or at night. I don't even know what day it was. I know it was at night.
Okay.
And the parking lot was empty. So he made all the cars go back there. So you don't really realize how many people are probably at this one house until it was too many people at the house. Police came, noise ordinance. You've gotten 11 calls on this house. Shut the party down. And if she's like, and if you don't shut the party down, start hitting you with the flashlight. We have a lot of reasons on why we probably can, because, let's let you know, if anybody would leave here and intoxicated and hit somebody, it'll be your fault. because they were gonna assume that they got the alcohol from here. But those people just turn it up in their car. It ain't got nothing to do with us, Nothing for real. Because we ain't had none of that. All I was doing was pat you down, let you go through the garage, go to the backyard, where we had, this is where the story gets good, the stack speakers. I'm talking about $400 in sound, Kurante. 2 go-go bands. Only one of them really got to play. But we had 2 go-go bands lined up. I got sized up in the barbershop. They was like, this is what we could do. Because, we were like, I want to have a graduation party. My mom said, I got a backyard. And I let my friends, plan it for me. And it was great times. I didn't know half the people there. And if anybody was there and can tell me what happened to the lawnmower, it'd be greatly appreciated. Just go ahead and leave a comment.
Oh, wow.
No, the lawnmower was still there, but it was
Gotcha.
it wasn't a lawnmower anymore. It was like, it was just a long story.
Which means it was gone.
So that was your breadcrumb. So
that was my bread. Like,
that's a huge breadcrumb.
Because
I remember meeting you long time ago. But, it's been a while. And I know that's one of the things that you do, And so, wow, that's pretty cool. So
1999. It changed my mind, And back to another thing about 99. It was all about the Y2K generation. People ain't know what was really about to happen.
Yeah.
So you like B2K. That's what you.
He said B2K.
First of all, everybody liked B2K.
Except Kurante.
Okay.
I'm good on that.
Bump. Who's featured in Bump video?
Bump.
It wasn't me.
Who was in there? Because I know you know. It was fabulous.
Who?
It's still trash.
Bump video. Can we get a fact check on the Bump video?
For sure.
I watched. It was some movie that had it. I'm sorry. I'm like way in la.
You like B2K?
No, I was just.
Who was you into back in the day?
Back in the day,
Okay, how about this? Put your hand right here. Your hand.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's under that.
Give me your hand.
Pause.
What do you need on the video?
Okay, who's in the video? Tell it like, who's in the video. Put your hand on it. Put your hand on. What's in there?
I feel something.
Okay, you're not supposed to bang it. You just supposed to figure out. Of course, it's the CD. Okay, we got that part. Take it out.
Yeah.
All right, unveil it.
Yeah, TLC.
Show it up by everybody to see.
Yes.
Man, I
Hey,
swear.
we sit it right there.
I like
Put
that.
it on there real quick.
Red light special. Okay, I can't sing.
Wait.
Waterfalls. That was my thing. You remember Waterfalls with the silver? Yeah, the silver pajamas. You remember the silver pajamas they was in?
That was Creep.
Oh, sorry, mixed it up.
I remember
Okay.
the silver pajamas, but it was blue. Somebody who had the blue? I think Chili had the blue one on. I don't know. Maybe T-Boz did. I'm not sure.
T-Boz had on silver.
But you know what? It was something about that video, and I know everybody's thinking what they thinking, but I'm thinking what I'm thinking that I noticed to let me know that I was fresh way back when. Those pajamas were fresh out the pack. There was serious creases. If you go back and look at the video, there's serious creases in the silk pajamas. Like they had just been unfolded.
So you had 3 young black women on TV, and you looking at the creases.
The pajamas.
No, what I am saying, Kurante, I'm merely stating that after watching it a million times, I got a beating over that. That's probably one of my last beatings, like grown beatings. Like, well, I'm just going to hit you with something.
Wow.
You best to run. You bet not come back until I'm asleep.
IMDb says the cast of that video is B2K and
Sean Combs.
He's talking about Fabulous.
You did watch the B2K video and you knew that Fabulous was in there, didn't you?
Nah.
You did. You just said it.
I said it because you told me.
When did I tell you? Oh, okay.
Y'all got me like, I'm going back and
all
forth.
of y'all
like,
people, y'all will be able to rewind. When
Okay.
Rewind.
Okay. I lost me on there. Okay. We're going to get back on track.
But back to Crazy Sexy Cool.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the hardest Andre 3000 verses ever is on that album. Like,
Really?
period.
Which song?
The last song. I forgot the name
Yeah,
of
give it to him. Pass it to him. Pass it to Kurante.
Yeah, Something Wicked This Way Comes. That number 16.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to get the lyrics. Can we get the lyrics for this song?
For sure.
It's the name of the song is, what is it called?
Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Something Wicked This Way Comes. TLC. Crazy Sexy Cool.
He actually opens up the song.
LaFace Records, man, this is way back in the
Wow.
day. Shout out to Background Records. That's where I got the CD. Hey, check them out. Shout out my man Sean. Told him I shout him out. He hooked it up. I see you got a CD, Sean. You ain't tell me nothing about it. Well, I'm gonna tell everybody about it too. That's what we do. Shout out Background Records. Where I got the TLC, and now we have the lyrics.
You gonna sing it?
First of all, Kurante passes around. You pass to the wrong person. Kurante's going to, since it's such a hard song.
Person again.
Okay, well, give it back to me. I get hooked on phonics. I'm good with it.
Oh wow. Somebody's gonna sing.
Okay, I don't know if this is even a song. For this might be the rap verse, so I'm just gonna do it poetic
just
style.
play it.
No, we're not gonna play it because you can't upload their musical content. It's a rule, man. You look it up. Gotta look it up. But you can't do it. Not on this train. You know what I mean? Trying to get paid.
got you.
Yeah. Trying to get some niggas, right?
You know what I'm saying? I
Trying
got
to get
you.
some niggas. Yeah. Trying to mess
I'm
up.
just waiting for the singing. So you look like you about to sing something. You look like
Okay, feel
you know what?
free
You look
to
like
some-
Marvin Gaye in a way right now
Marvin
with your
Gaye.
beard
Without the
and the
Marvin.
shades.
Without the gay.
Yeah.
I don't look like Marvin Gaye. Okay, I guess I get that. You look like Freddie. I look like Marvin Gaye. All right. Something wicked this way comes. The lights are orange. You never know.
Oh my goodness.
He'll fall a bomb stone.
Nah, that's not it.
This is not it.
Or maybe it's not the way he's singing.
Something
Nah,
wicked
that's
this way
not
comes. It's not it.
Period.
He Googled it. It has to be
That
it.
might be my bad. Let me see.
Okay.
He said, might
As
be
you-
my.
As you see the white fingers coming to the shot, I'll let you know.
Why do I gotta be black?
You don't have to. Okay, you want to be invisible? Hey.
That's in his color.
I like blue.
He already admitted
In his race.
He's not admitted, but he already said that he said something. He said white first. Made me comfortable.
That was totally the wrong.
You talking about Aggies? I was
Who
about-
sings the song?
Okay, it's
TLC.
by TLC, and I want to reminisce on other songs. Creep is was not one of my favorite ones. When I actually listened to the words, I was like, oh my god, get my act together. What's that? All right, you hear this. Remember back in time when the only sign we had was pickets, but now it's 94. In this way, something come kind of wicked. Did I get it right?
G. Ains killing others for colors.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Things that we wear for fashion. Other brothers take it for reason to be blasting.
What the cuff is going on.
Not soft like buttercups, but
Singing the same song.
hey, see, I stayed across the street from the projects. Took your mama trash and groceries to her trunk to keep my pockets fat like cellulite.
Cellulite.
I ain't
Well, I
heard
mean, that's how he says it, though. It's,
Oh. look, I didn't remix the joint. I was with
I'm
it.
here like, okay.
I'm reading this joint just hoping that the next word rhymes.
yeah.
I'm looking out. I lost
Now
my
you
space.
see why he says cellulite when you see
I
the
get
next
it.
one.
Now I'm about to go to the next line. I've lost my space. I should have my finger on it.
Cellulite.
I gotta find. Okay, only been to jail 1 week for some bull ish. For some shul bit.
Bull,
Short
it's
bit.
bull.
Oh,
backwards, you know.
so this is lyrics could not try to understand and spell out the reversal of bullshit. This is what has happened here for our listeners. And I pray to God I won't repeat. I should have pulled it down. I had a chance to. No, I should have did that. Cause if I did that, y'all would have not hear that fast shit. And I feel like I am disrespecting
What?
Andre 3000. Can
You are.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
like,
Like, dang.
Well, it's a hard verse.
It's a hard verse, and I'm gonna finish it. See it through right now.
Obviously
Here
a
we
hard
go.
verse to read,
I'm gonna get
too.
this last one right.
he said,
That keeps you on your tippy toes, like the sellout. No calling no names, Bubby. Really? But really? Why that don't rhyme? Oh, full lyrics. Dang, man, it got me with the little dots. It was some more. I should have. Sorry. Don't look it like that. I'm sorry. It's not fair.
help.
I am sinking. You know what? We've referenced Kurante's favorite track. Obviously not one of our guests. So what we'll do is have our guest tell us her favorite one real quick. Hey, don't go nowhere, Zach.
I got you.
He's
Okay,
gonna
I
type
got
it
some.
in. What's your favorite TLC track on this one?
Let's see.
Look at that.
Okay.
He's going to pull up the lyrics for it.
Waterfalls.
I knew it. I was like,
Or Digging on You. Ooh, I remember Digging on You.
Ooh, you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or Waterfall. So either one of those.
Okay.
But I was about to say, if you want to say what's one of my favorite songs, okay, I'm about to really go. Really
Okay, give me a little bit of Digging You while he looks up the Waterfalls lyrics. Cause
you want me to get what? Huh? Now you didn't say.
oh,
Hey, look, you didn't say.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3.
Go ahead.
Lonely mother gazing out of a window. Your turn. You got to pick it up now. Staring at a sun that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in the jam, she'll be by his side. But he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. But all the praying just ain't helping at all. Cause he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble.
Clue.
So he goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gut.
Shout out to K-Boss.
Listen to me.
Wow, wow.
Go chasing water. I can't sing, so I'm not going to do it. It would be a disgrace. Trust me. I am tone deaf and lyric challenged.
It was like the positive against you don't want nobody to hear like that stinks. It still stinks.
It stinks really bad.
Don't worry. Karante should have helped you out. Karante,
Yes.
pick it up. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
He's really helping me.
I definitely chased that waterfall all the way to the river that it came. We're going to go back to this book. Yeah, thanks.
Sorry, this is what I'm good at. I'm good at writing.
Your breadcrumbs.
Not singing.
But see how you can get on tangents with the music?
Yes.
But that's what brought this whole thing together. Things like music, things like shoes. Karante has his shoes on. Which, tell us, Karante, about your shoes. Hand it to him. Tell us about this shoe,
It
Karante.
don't smell. I'm just kidding. Just joking.
You know how fresh that shoe is?
Do your research.
He's not even wearing that shoe.
Oh, okay.
It came straight out of storage.
Shut up.
All right, tell us about this shoe.
All right. This is originally the Vans Old School. However, it is the Tribe Called Quest
Tribe Called
version
Quest.
of the Vans Old School. And pretty much.
That's what you look like. Hold on, this is a trial and error. Make sure that they can see the shoe.
But
Okay,
yeah.
boom.
This is the old school, Vans old school version of, the sneaker or whatever. So it's the collab with A Tribe Called Quest. The design on it is pretty much, the design they use on all of the, older album cover art. So
And you decided to wear it with the Zulu Nation tee.
Zulu Nation.
Let them see the tee on the jank.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, a little bit. Got the Africa
Seven
with the
Conceited.
fist.
It's an old school clothing brand that was kind of along the lines of cross colors back in the day.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that.
Well, I decided to rock these just because they was laying on the floor. And they match ever so slightly the hundreds. Collab with Charlotte Hornets, Black Sheep Edition. But this is the dunk. It's beat up too, by the way. Because I wear my shoes a lot. Karate has a lot of shoes. Me, I wear my shoes a lot.
A lot.
He has a lot of shoes too.
I believe it.
And I like the teal, but look, most importantly, that WS, what does that stand for? Probably, give a guess. Who has a guess?
Wow.
City.
Washington.
D.C., exactly. Washington, D.C. I'll finish it for you. This was, of course, the font that you know about the Olympics. I think the Olympics was somewhere about to be in D.C. or something, or I don't know what happened. But that's as far as I go with the history. I just know they fly. And they mine.
And they yours.
Bring back the shoe, Karate. We can leave it right here. Cool. And, of course, we got to always shout out.
Handle with care.
This is for you.
Who's for me?
This is for you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I mean, let me adjust it because I see the hair. I want you to put it on here.
What's on it?
On this is a free lunch exclusive.
Free.
You got to take the headphones off first,
Oh.
It's all good.
Oh. Can't mess up the hair or the earrings.
While she does this, let her know, hey, the powerful practice for discovering your purpose. Follow your breadcrumbs. A hit book by Jurlonna Walker.
Jurlonna Walker.
See how I said the name? That's how we got started off, man. Say it was. Oh, it's okay. They saw it though.
So why did I write Follow Your Breadcrumbs? I wrote it because actually I just, I was very frustrated about myself, including myself and others. We walk around here and we go to these, and I'm not discrediting 9-to-5 jobs because some people are there strategically, but some people are not there strategically. Some people are there to be employed and take a paycheck, and that's their life. And so I really believe that it's more than just taking a collecting a paycheck. It's more than just going to whatever the case may be, going to a 9-to-5 job or going to an office every single day, or whatever the case may be. It might be something different in your life. But for me, I was very frustrated. So I wrote this book in a kind of like in a frustrated state, because when I realized what some of the pieces that I identified regarding my breadcrumbs, regarding my passions, I had to realize, like, okay, if it works for me, then it can work for others. So now I took the leap of faith. Last year I took the leap of faith. I kind of like dived off the diving board into the swimming pool.
Jumped off the diving board.
Dive off
And jumped.
Jumped off. Okay.
However, but I get it. I get it.
Yes.
You took the plunge. I
took the plunge.
It's hard to do it.
Yes,
but you do it. It's like you there. You
yes.
committed. And when you hit that water, it ain't over yet.
Right.
It ain't over yet just because you hit that water.
Yes. And so what I realized, though, when I took this plunge, I'm like, yeah, I'm free. Okay, what am I going to do now?
Right.
All right. And so, I started working my business. I mean, like full-fledged, like really working it. But then I noticed, like, for me, I have one of my biggest visions is to, help others regarding the health and wellness, and help others, regarding producing, mental, helping them with their mental and spiritual growth, and then also helping them build kingdom empires. Like, I'm talking about big business. We ain't talking about no little small, business. We're talking about empires. And so business empires. And so because of all of those different things, now I have a different mindset. So yes, I'm building my brand over here. I'm building things, but it's some things that I have some opportunities on the shelf right now, or not on the shelf, but on the table right now that I'm going to take. And it on the outside look like employment, but really I'm there more so for a mission, because I'm there like, okay, this still falls under my vision, and now I'm about to go in here and like dominate and help others to
when
come
you say
up.
Go in here, you're going
into this particular a position.
You're going in a position that's with a structured company. Like,
yes.
So you're going back into the business world, but you're going like as a spy, or
well, I'm not really
as a consultant. How are you, a superhero?
I'm going in as a superhero.
Yes.
Kevin. Yes.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes. So I'm going in. So it's a little bit different mindset. It's not like, oh, let me get this 9-to-5 job because I need the money. No, I'm going in because the money is not attractive, to be honest with you. I just look at that as just an additional stream of income along with everything else I do. But now I'm going in on a mission. And so now I am putting on my superhero cape and be like, okay, I like working with women, so helping women building their business, helping other people who, and that is not just a business, because a lot of people think that when, we have this faulty mentality regarding that we jump off and leave a job and then we're going to go travel the whole world. Well, that's just some of the byproduct from what you do. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And
you will get tired of traveling.
Yeah, you get
trust me.
Yeah, I know. I understand. And so really, that's like a misconception there. Like, really, you want to have the freedom to do that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But is that we're going to all quit our 9-to-5 jobs just to go travel? Where you going? What you about to do?
What do you think about when you have to get a job and you get something that you really like doing anyway? Like, I was a manager at a $1 billion corporation sneaker store, and it was like, for me, it was a fun adventure. Yes. People would come in and be like, what are you doing here? And I'd be like, I work here.
Right.
I don't have to stand in line.
Yes.
I got them first.
Yes.
We're not talking. Matter of fact, you want the eBay address? Do you want to PayPal me now?
Right.
Or later?
But see, that's a strategy, though. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't go in there and be like, okay, I'm about to collect this check and I'm just here living paycheck to paycheck. Now you be like, okay, this is part of my vision. I'm about to go in here and learn the game. Inside and out. And so really, at the end of the day, you got to do everything with a strategy. That's what about living on purpose is about. It's about living with a strategy in mind. No matter what you do, everything has to have a strategy.
I want to say how proud I am because I met you before this book. I can say that. You were one of the few people that made it to my wedding.
Yes.
I
You know?
literally came back from my wedding. People was like, from the little honeymoon we had, and people was like, I ain't getting no invitation. I was like, you know what?
You'll be okay.
It wasn't like that. It was like I really forgot. It was one person that really hurt my heart because she was, she was like worked at the school that we met at, and she was like, wow, I thought I would have got an invitation. I'm like, I cannot get this day back. We can't go do it again.
Right.
But
let me tell you about Kevin's wedding. Yo, he had an overflow room. Who has an overflow room at a wedding? Like, that's so cool.
It was just a lot of witnesses. We'll just say that. But it was a lot of food. It was a lot going on. It was like, man, look, we gotta really, really put it all together and make this happen.
Yes.
And make it happen. But when I say I know you from since way back when, seeing that you have S.O.L.E Fever, and it was in you way back when. You were always thinking this way. And when I was going through my journey, because a lot of people didn't know what my journey was set on, I did not want to finance a ring. You saw how many people at the wedding. I wasn't trying to owe nobody nothing, and that was a lot of commas, thousands of commas that went into that wedding, that production. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I knew it was coming, I said, man, this is what I got to prepare for. So I took any and every job.
Yeah.
But it had to be something that I could do that doesn't feel like I'm working.
And you know what's so key to that? Because so really a job can help you go to the next level, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so as long as you don't stay there and get comfortable and stuck, that's the huge part right there. Like, some people take a job like, oh, I'm here. Oh, this is pretty good money. And then they get comfortable. And next thing you know, you're there for like 20, 30 years, And so, which that just cringes
But
me.
is there anything wrong with that? Because I know people who have 26 years served this country and come to get the beamer from me, families taken care of, like, hey, man, I really like this. I found my fit. Can't you find your fit within somebody else's fit?
My biggest thing is this. This is how you take a kind of like a checkup tool. This is a checkup tool. This is a free, but this is a golden nugget for you. So it's basically, are you multiplying and reproducing in wherever area you in? So if you're not multiplying in the military, then maybe the military don't need you. Because everybody, you can speak to any employer, you can speak to any business owner. Anytime you want to partner with anybody, I mean, it could be employee or whatever, or business partner, you want them to maximize, you want them to multiply. So when it comes to taking any other job or whatever, yes, let's say you got to take a job temporarily because you got to make some things happen, whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, while you in that particular job, you supposed to be maximizing. You supposed to, I remember my mom told me this. My mom left us 2 years ago. And so I remember she used to tell me this when I used to work in the 9-to-5 arena. Thank you. And so I remember she told me, she said, you know what? You're not there to make yourself shine. You're there to make them shine. And so I promise you, by just taking that one little tool, there's that one little tidbit there, I got promoted every single year while I was there. Every single year.
And how long ago did you write this book?
I wrote that book like 2 years ago. I launched it last year.
So your mom passed 2 years ago.
Yes.
Sorry to hear that. And 2 years ago, this book came out. Do you feel like that was a
push? Yes.
A push?
Yes,
was that it?
Yes, it was. Because when I looked at her life, I knew that she still had so much inside of her still, and I felt like
you had to carry that torch.
Yeah, I felt like, okay, I can't sleep. Death is real. You know what I'm saying? Death is very real. And so at the end of the day, I can't sleep. I don't want to go to my grave empty. I mean, not empty. I don't want to go to my grave full. I want to go empty. And so I have a lot, and I'm like, let me stop sleeping. It's time to go, Time to
go, Mo. Well, I appreciate you coming. Yes. You're welcome to come anytime. What we're going to do is make sure that you tell us where to find Follow Your Breadcrumbs and how they can get it.
Yeah, so Follow Your Breadcrumbs is on Amazon.com. It's also on my website. You can find me at Jurlonna Walker, Jurlonna Walker.com. I'm on Facebook. Just go ahead and put in Purpose Strategist. And so, the biggest thing is this, in life, we can get very mundane. We can get like, the hustle and bustle, get, very comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, you have a new day and a new opportunity. And so because you have a new opportunity, it's never too late. Today is the day to go ahead and get things started.
That's real.
I like that. Clap it up for her. She clap it up for herself.
That's right. Got to clap for myself.
All right. Appreciate it. S.O.L E Fever.
Thank you for having me on here.
Anytime.